Hidden inside the lid of the Sharpie is a secret mechanical switching device, and it looks like this. Just like that, you can see I can instantly switch any card into any card. If you want to learn how to make this in under 2 minutes, then just stick around for the rest of the video. Oh, and this is how it looks when you don't change the color of the back design. Just like that. How many days until Christmas?
It's 19 days until then.
19 days to go! Welcome back to Tutorial Tuesday. My name is Lloyd Barnes, and in today's video, I'm going to teach you how to make this kick-ass, covert, mechanical switching device built into an everyday Sharpie. The beauty of this thing is, though, that it takes about 2 minutes to make it, and it's stupidly easy to do. And I'm 99.999% positive that all of you have everything you need at home to make this right now. But if you don't have time to make this at home and you want to win the actual gimmick that we're going to build in this video, then all you need to do is make sure you're subscribed to the channel and comment something down below. I will pick a winner at random by next week and send you my very gimmick to wherever you are in the world. So crack those knuckles and let's get ready to make this switching device. Oh, and if you want to take this further and use it for more than just card tricks, or actually make the gimmick so that it's more deceptive, then stick around for the end of the video where I'll be telling you some additional ideas that can really take this to the next level. Let's go. So you're going to need a playing card to begin, and what you need to do is hit the corner so that it starts to split, and then just peel that card so that it's only one layer. Okay, so you start to peel it, peel the back off the card. Doesn't matter if it's perfect because we're then going to cut this in half. And lastly, cut about this much, leaving you with a peeled back of a card, which is about this long. Next, take a Sharpie and remove the lid. Take some tape, stick it on the edge of the card like this, and then stick the card to the pen. Now take a Sharpie lid and using some clippers like this, or a sharp knife, or even a pair of scissors, and be very, very careful, you've got to snip away at the Sharpie lid. So you snip away at it like that on the opposite side to where the arm is. So 180 degrees around. You snip away this section here. So this will help make it easier to see. I snip away as much as I can. There's a good look for you. All right. And that is the gimmick finished. That's all you need to do, because what's going to happen next is this can feed into there. This can now vanish inside the Sharpie. So let's learn how to do it. So now that you have your gimmick, this is how you set it up and perform. You're going to take your cut Sharpie lid and you're going to place it over the pen and between the paper of the playing card like that, okay? So it starts to want to roll in. All right. Now you're going to take the piece of card and feed it underneath the arm of the Sharpie, just like this, and then bend it forward a bit so it doesn't look like it wants to wrap around, so it looks a bit more like a flat folded card. Okay, and you'll notice that I have about the halfway line of the card showing on the back side, and that is now set up so this can be left on a table just like that in full view. From the back, it's wrapped and going into the pen. So now what's going to happen is, when you're performing, you'll get a card signed and secretly folded up. To make it easier to see the difference, I'm going to use this blue card right here, so it opposes the color. So once you've got your card folded, you can use a mercury fold or anything you like. You're going to get that card into finger palm. With the pen being on the table and the card that you're going to switch in finger palm, you can then bring attention to the Sharpie, pick it up with this hand, being careful not to flash the card, reposition it with your left hand here, And what's going to happen is I'm going to come over to apparently remove this down from the arm in a natural motion. And my right hand is going to come up and grip the lid of the Sharpie. Okay, so it's going to hold the lid of the Sharpie. And then you're going to twist this pen. And you don't want to twist the cap around because that looks weird and you could flash the lid. But it's not so suspicious to twist this. And it just looks like you're kind of fiddling with the pen to loosen up the arm off here. So from the back side, what happens is this. I come up, I grip the lid of the pen with my thumb and index finger, and I twist this in like that, okay? Once it gets here, I then slide down with this card as if it's coming out, like that. And you can hear this nice sound convincer where it clicks out, and then proceed to show this. Now, nobody cares about the Sharpie because the card has, for all intents and purposes, vanished. You just don't want to flash the back slither here where they can see the card. What's nice is to be able to just grab it like this because it sort of destroys any notion that there's a card hidden, because if you had a card like that, you couldn't hold it properly. So as a safety, you could just place it in your hand or just put it away in your pocket. But let me show you that again, including the setup. I'm going to place the lid like this over the pen and the card. Feed the card inside of the Sharpie cap under the arm and position it so it looks about right. Okay, and I'm going to just give that a fold like that. And then when I get my card into Mercury fold, and there's plenty of tutorials on the internet where you can find that, it's in finger palm like this, in the same orientation of the folded up card. I then come up and grab in my left hand my index finger and thumb. I'm going to pinch the top of the cap, and then I'm going to twist the pen. So I'll do this at your angle now. I'm going to just twist the pen really quickly and take out the switched card. I can then just ditch the pen in my pocket and continue with any of the pieces of magic, or finish with that effect. And that's the handling. It's really, really easy. You just twist, pretend to take. So just a few more tips that you could do to improve this. One thing is you could use it with bills. So you could take banknotes that have serial numbers on them, and you could use it to switch those for impossible location effects. Or you could use it for mentalism to switch out or switch in billets that you want to use. Also, you can use it for more visual magic. For example, if you, instead of having a cut corner, you could have a torn corner under here, and you could use it for Angle Zero by Daniel Madison. So you could do it, you could tear the corner off, pretend that you're loading it under a Sharpie. So you start, pretend to load it under, come back to it later on, and just make that corner vanish like that, and have it appear somewhere else. So you can use it in those types of ways. But the things I think are interesting in ways to make this more deceptive. So one thing you could do is take nail polish remover and spread it on the Sharpie thing, on the Sharpie logo, and wipe it off. So now the barrel of the Sharpie is completely blank. Even though it doesn't look like a normal Sharpie, it's not too weird just to see a pen that's just blank. So now when you twist it, they won't see the logo going around, if they ever did. The other thing you can experiment with is using some sort of coil or elastic thread around the cap so that it twists itself. So that way you can hold it in place, and whenever you let go, the cap will spin around and make the card retract inside. Now, in complete open honesty, I only came up with the final version of this gimmick about 5 minutes before I started recording. Yesterday I had the idea. It was completely different yesterday. It was actually going to be a shell that just clipped over the card and pinned it in place like this. Actually, this is yesterday's gimmick. It was going to be an open shell like this that would just clip over the card, and it would force it to hide behind like that. So this idea is super fresh. So I probably will work on making this twist so that it's more mechanical and hands-off, so that the elastic or a coil will just spin around. But if you want to experiment with it at home, then feel free to play around. So thank you to all of my subscribers, all the people that have been following me this year on YouTube. If you want to say thank you or help support me in any way, head over to patreon.com/LloydB. If you sign up to become a member of my Society of Secrets, you'll get access to exclusive tutorials and my private Discord where you can come and hang out and chat to me every single day. But that's it for today's video. Remember, if you want to be in with a chance of winning today's gimmick, then all you need to do is hit that subscribe button and comment something down below. If you are a new subscriber, then I recommend watching this video next, then going on to this video, and then going on to binge the rest of my channel. Have a great week, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Peace.